Hello Pisces, welcome to your overview for 2023. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. A couple of things I need to mention. One, construction happening next door as always. You will hear a drill and hammering. I apologize. Secondly, again, every sign is getting to hear this, and I hate repeating myself if you've been hearing the other readings, but the YouTube algorithm has something against me for some reason, and my videos are not being recommended, nor are they being shown in search results. So I'm doing everything right, I promise you, but there is some kind of issue here. And I feel like the only way we can overcome that is if we have a little more interaction with each other, right? So I know the people that these videos are reaching are liking my content, so I'm confident in that. But the problem is that it's not reaching enough people, right? So if this video has reached you and you are liking what I'm doing, a little gesture by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, whatever it is that you can do for me will really help my channel grow. Okay, and I've been working exceptionally hard, so it is a little disheartening when you don't see results, you know what I mean? Okay, now we are looking at 2023 as a whole. I'm using the Tarot of the Light and the Shadow. We're going to use the Shadow deck to look at what it is that you need to leave behind, and the Light deck to see what it is that you can embrace. And I will be looking at all 12 houses, your astrological houses, and if you don't know what they stand for, I will explain their significance as and when I pull your cards. Okay, now your first house, Pisces. This is your identity. This is how people see you, how they perceive you, the energy you bring forth into a room when you enter it for the first time. And this could also be your physical appearance. Queen of Swords. I like that. I do. Because even though this is an overview of the whole year, we are beginning the year with two retrogrades, Mercury and Mars. And when that happens, it makes us irritable. It makes us combative. It makes us angry. It can make us prone to conflict and petty debates, right? And the Queen of Swords can be someone like that. Now, this doesn't have to be your energy. This could be an archetype you're dealing with, right? This could be people around you who have been quite, combative, argumentative. So I feel like there could be this sense of relief when it comes to the people that you've been dealing with. I did see the Six of Wands. It wanted to show itself. So the right kind of attention, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. I like that. So I'm almost getting that if there was movement just for the sake of movement, okay, if your energy was going into something just because, well, you had the drive to do it, there's almost more focused movement now. There's a sense of purpose and direction, and you're not minding the slightly more languid pace that life takes, right? Things may be moving a little slowly, but they're stable, they're steady, right? Conversations are more I don't know, I don't want to say languid again, but they're just softer. We have speculation, Jupiter in Cancer, and I feel like you're being very careful about and very skeptical even about who you are conversing with, the people that you're inviting into your energy field, because that again it completely changes our frequency, right? And as a Pisces, being an empath, you absorb everything. So with speculation, again, you are picking your battles and you are choosing the people very carefully, the people that you want to have these conversations with. Feel like some of you have been making your circle smaller. I like that. All right, second house, ruled by Taurus. This is your personal income. This is what brings you financial security. Ooh, you're leaving something behind in terms of something that's just dead done over with. Okay, now this could be a career path. This could be a business. It could be a corporation. Something that has done its duty, has filled its purpose, has fulfilled its role in your life. And the Page of Cups, beautiful. I feel like you're finally moving towards your manifestations, Pisces. You're moving towards something that fills your heart with joy, not just your wallet. okay, and you're being very unapologetic about it. I'm getting like from a lot of rigidity, there's softness, and you thrive in softness. I have a Pisces moon, trust me, I know what I'm saying. We thrive in softness and gentleness. There's less of a hurry now. Like, it's like you have time to pursue your passions, pursue your dreams. Mercury in Libra, we have influence. It's possible that you are joining hands with another person in terms of a business partnership. We have extremism. Yeah. Oh, what did I say about gentleness? I feel, again, influence. You see how changing your circle, changing the people you surround yourself with bleeds into everything. I feel like the people around you were extremists. You know, it has to be black or white. Not understanding that life is literally shades of gray. So you're approaching things with a more gentle spirit because you're surrounding yourself with people who are more adaptable. And their influence is rubbing off on you. Because again, you absorb everything. So you're making sure you're absorbing the good stuff. And I feel like that is going to lead to fulfillment. It is going to lead to your manifestations coming to light when it comes to your income, because the Page of Cups again is a card of imagining what you want your life to be and then creating it, right? All right, let's see your third house, ruled by Gemini. This talks about communication, wisdom, intellect, travel to an extent, and humor. Leaving behind the Seven of Swords, leaving behind wishy-washy energy, leaving behind people who just want to talk about the weather, who have no depth in them, right? People with one foot out the door, people not ready to invest wholeheartedly in conversations or even in relationships. And you're embracing the Six of Cups. Capricorn had a very similar energy. Some of you may be finding a new soul tribe. You may even be reconnecting with a soulmate, someone you have a soul contract with, someone you've known in a previous lifetime. You could even be re-attracting, in the most beautiful way, childhood friends, people who knew your true inner essence when you were a kid. And so your conversations automatically are becoming a little more wholesome, Pisces. A little more soulful is what I'm getting. Ooh, we have revenge. I was not expecting that. And I think that's the first time this card has come out. That is Mars in Scorpio. Revenge and principle, very interesting. You know, Pisces, I feel like you are the last sign in the world who would want to ever take revenge on anybody. But I feel like you are harboring a little bit of bitterness when it comes to certain people in your life with the Seven of Swords. Certain people may have taken you for granted. They may have ghosted you. There's someone shouting outside my house and it's driving me bonkers, but I'm not going to pause the video. So yeah. Some people may have either ghosted you or they may have just lied to you. They may have stolen from you. But I almost feel like you're rising above that. With the Six of Cups, you're almost connecting with your higher self even. And you're looking at the broader picture of things with Jupiter in Sagittarius. You're like, it's almost like, what was that saying? I'm not going to slap you because it's going to soil my hands. You know what I mean? It's like you're not even indulging anymore. You're just unapologetically removing people from your life and just looking at the bigger picture. That the principle of the thing is that I want to be happier, and these people and these conversations don't make me happy. So out they go. You know what I mean? You're being the adult here is what I'm getting. Nice. All right. Fourth house, ruled by Cancer, and this talks about your home environment, your family, your ancestors, your roots, and what nurtures you and nourishes you. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. Ace of Cups in the shadow. This is artificial love. This is love that just leaves you empty because it was never love to begin with. So it is possible that in your particular home environment, or even if you had built a home with somebody else or in somebody else, someone may have, you may have been married to this person or in a very deep commitment with this person, because the fourth house can reflect that. I feel like there was toxicity there. There was toxicity there. And you're embracing the Nine of Wands. You are standing up for yourself. And this theme has been very common, Pisces, in these readings, where there's this sense of self-preservation. There is this sense of not taking anybody's bullshit and, well, being a trooper, being a soldier for your own sanity. We have generosity. I'm going to get one more light card right here. We have the Magician. We've been talking about manifestation. And I'm almost getting this cosmic mirror energy where whatever it is that you put out is what you reflect back to yourself. So that is why I think generosity is here. Where people were not generous with you with the Ace of Cups, where you were not getting the love that you so desired, I feel like you're still being generous with yours. You are not closing yourself off, right? You have so much love within you. And honestly, sometimes Pisceans don't even know what to do with that love because it overtakes them, right? But I feel like because you're being so generous with your own love, with the Magician, you're manifesting absolutely wonderful things into your life. We have decision. Yeah, you've had to make a decision to cut some people out. I see that. I see that very clearly. And I feel like this has been difficult for you. I don't think this was easy by any means. I feel like you're not burning bridges, but you're just telling yourself that I never want to cross these bridges again. You know what I mean? This could even have to do with certain family members. It is possible. All right, 5th house, ruled by Leo. This is the house of romance, creativity, children, casual dating, anything that brings you joy. Oh, I pulled the I pulled the light card before I pulled the shadow. Everything happens for a reason, so we're going to take it. You are embracing the Hermit and you're leaving behind the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is, especially in the shadow, is a card of being kept waiting. And I feel like you were not being fulfilled. I'm getting that all over your reading. The 3 of Wands is literally like, someone says that, oh, I'll pick you up at 8. And they don't show up. And you're like, 8 p.m. when? 8 years later? Like, that's the energy I'm getting here. It's like you were constantly being made to wait for something. And it was a waste of time waiting because it didn't amount to anything. So with the Hermit and the 2 of Pentacles, I feel like, again, you are leaning into your inner wisdom as to who deserves your energy with the 2 of Pentacles, because you don't want to be distracted, you don't want to be exhausted, and you don't want to be emotionally depleted. Pisces. Interesting. Status. I do see people realizing your worth though with status. You see how those 2 people are being coronated. So where almost like credit was due when it wasn't been acquisition, stunning. Wow. I see you withdrawing your energy from someone you've been seeing. It is possible. And what do they say? You realize the importance of something once it's gone. I don't see you doing this to prove a point. I don't see you playing that stupid game that everyone's been selling these days, the whole no contact. I think it's highly immature. I don't see you doing that because you want to see results. I feel like you're just distancing yourself for your inner peace when it comes to dating whoever this person is, or just in general. Because with status and acquisition, you want something for the long haul. And I feel like you will be seen as that long-term partner, because you're not wasting your time and energy, because you're not just dating anyone that you see, right? It's like that filtration system, even in your online dating app, is very precise because you have standards. I see those standards being met. I like that. All right, 6th house, ruled by Virgo. This is your health and your day-to-day routine and your schedule. The Emperor in shadow. Some kind of loss of control. I feel like some of you may have had mild addictions. It is possible. If you felt like you were drinking too much or smoking too much or partying too much, or your energy was being wasted, I feel like you're reining it back in. You're gaining control of your life. Page of Swords. And I also feel like some of you are researching more about your health, researching more about your biochemical structure and justice, and you're maintaining balance. I absolutely love it. This is Temperance energy for me overall. This is where there was extremism, where something was almost like if you had access to something and you just kind of like misused that authority. Okay, like let's say you had access to unlimited burgers every day. Okay, you worked at a restaurant that sold burgers and you had unlimited access to it. Okay, you may have misused that. Not that there's anything wrong with eating burgers, but having 3 burgers every day, yeah, there's something wrong with that. All right, just take the metaphor with you. So I'm almost feeling like you are now finally understanding what your body requires, and you are creating a sense of balance within yourself. You may be following a new diet or a new exercise routine, drinking more water, and just being more mindful about what you are ingesting. Organization, exactly, like I said, following a new routine, following a new diet of some kind. It doesn't have to just be a diet. I'm saying diet because I see the wheat chaff right here. But some of you may also be getting, that food allergy test done. And I was speaking about this just today morning. Some of you may be realizing you may be allergic to gluten or lactose or whatever. So cutting that out of your life with that sword, right? And almost balancing out your biochemical makeup. Very interesting. I like that. You're stabilizing something when it comes to your health. All right, 7th house, juicy 7th house. This is marriage, long-term commitment, partnerships, business or romantic. 6 of Cups. You remember I said with the 6 of Cups right here, there could be a soul tie or soul contract that is coming back in. I feel like the energy that this soul contract was carrying was in the shadow earlier. It wasn't presenting itself the way it should have. It wasn't fulfilling you the way it should have. 5 of Cups. And the Queen of Cups. I need one more. Actually, I'm just going to take another light. And the 10 of Cups. Wow. This is an acceptance. And this is a surrender. This is not trying to change. You know how when the certain surveys come about randomly and they ask you if you could erase the last couple of years of your life, would you? A lot of people who've been through hardship and pain would just say, yes, erase it. Erase those years of my life. Erase all that pain. I'm almost feeling like you're embracing those painful years or the painful months or whatever, because they taught you something. They taught you what loss is, and because you learn to appreciate that loss, you are being almost given absolute prosperity and abundance in love. The Queen of Cups and the 10 of Cups. The Queen of Cups feels the most amount of love in the tarot. There is nobody who trumps her. Okay, no gender, take the energy. And the 10 of Cups is like a treasure chest full of hearts. That's the best way I can put it. That's a happily ever after. It's because you bore that loss so gracefully. You didn't beg, you didn't plead, you weren't in that desperate state of throwing yourself pity parties and not getting out of bed. Even if you did that, I feel like you did it for just a minute, right? And you moved on with your life. And because I saw this reel the other day, it was about how, when you love someone dearly, the universe purposely separates the two of you, because the universe wants to see how you would do without them. If you are miserable, the universe realizes that you need to start learning how to be whole and complete within yourself before they send that cherry on top to complete the cake of your life, right? I feel like you dealt with that separation beautifully. This is not going to resonate for everyone, and this could also just be a soul story from a previous lifetime that is coming into fruition now. You could have been separated by lifetimes, but with the 10 of Cups, I see that happily ever after coming through. We have drama and we have choice. I feel like whatever this is, this 10 of Cups energy, it's going to come in with a bang. I'm almost getting tower moment here. And you see the scales of justice. I feel like there will be a choice to make. It's possible for some of you that this may get very dramatic and there may be multiple people to choose from. We did have the 2 of Pentacles right here. Okay, so it could be even 2 people that may be vying for your attention. So take that how it resonates. But I see love offers. You see that rose right here. I see love offers coming in. All right, Pisces. Oop, big chunk. Let's talk about your 8th house, ruled by, the cards are being very weird. This wanted to show itself, so I'm going to take it. The 8th house, ruled by Scorpio. This is the house of things that we don't talk about in polite society. So this could be death, debt, taxes, intimacy, the occult. This is the underworld. This is the shadow aspect of our charts. Sorry, I'm sipping coffee in the middle. The Chariot is a Cancer card. It is ruled by Cancer, 4th house energy. And when the Chariot is in the shadow, it's written by the Emperor regardless, but the Emperor does not have control. We've been talking about that in your 6th house. And those elephants or horses in the original deck, they go in 2 different directions and there is no focus. So we've been getting a lot of cards of justice and balance. I feel like there was something that was disbalanced here. It's possible that someone owed you money. Okay, it's also possible that, let's say, you were intimately connected with somebody and there was no reciprocity. You know, you were giving your all, your energy to this particular person, but there was nothing that was being given in return, and it felt like it was going nowhere. You know what I mean? Embracing the 7 of Cups. You're embracing choices, these choices that we've been talking about. The 7th house always bleeds into the 8th because it does talk about intimacy. So I'm going to get one more here, but I'm almost feeling like Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Because you are embracing choice, because you are not stuck on one particular thing, the universe is sending you viable options. The universe is sending you options that will truly, truly fulfill you. Okay, these aren't random opportunities and offers that are just going to take and leave you drained. These are opportunities that can fill your cup, that can help nourish you, right under the 4th house. Decision, choice, 2 of Pentacles, speculation. You see what I mean? There's a lot of choice here. I feel like the ball is going to be in your court this year, Pisces. Bluff. And originality. I feel like you're not, again, like I said earlier, you're not taking people on face value. You are being very, very cautious about how people are presenting themselves. You are weeding out the liars. You are seeing who is original and who is not, like peeling off the layers of an onion. Because the 8th house is such a deep, dark house, it triggers very intimate parts of our psyche, right? And if we dispel that energy to random people, not only do we take on their karma, but we find ourselves incapable of handling our own, right? So I feel like you are only investing in those choices and those options that are authentic and original. You know what I mean? People with a sense of direction. Okay, 9th house, ruled by Sagittarius. This is the house of spirituality, philosophy, idealism, travel, religion, leaving behind the stars. Again, very common theme. Aquarius energy is known to be a humanitarian. Usually in the light aspect, she is pouring all that wisdom, communal knowledge, not communal knowledge, but her own independent knowledge and wisdom and nourishment into that communal pool of water. In the shadow, she is keeping it to herself. I feel like when it came to your spirituality, and again, this does not surprise me, Pisces, you have been very giving, very empathetic, and just, letting yourself be that beautiful, mutable water sign that you are. But again, I'm almost feeling like with that Ace of Cups in the shadow right here, you are not being nurtured in return. The Hanged Man. So you're changing your perspective. And I almost feel like you're embracing your own spirituality. The Hanged Man is your energy. This is, who was I saying this to? Aquarius literally had a very similar energy. That reel that we keep seeing, right? Dolce far niente. The sweetness of doing nothing. I'm getting the same thing here. I feel like from Aquarius energy to Pisces energy is literally what's happened in these 2 readings. You're just keeping to yourself. I feel like you're done sacrificing yourself for other people, Pisces. And that is changing your philosophy. You remember I've been talking about your frequency shifting, right? Discrimination, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Discrimination, decision, choice, and 2 of Pentacles. You are being so careful. We have defense at the bottom of the deck. You're defending yourself. You're defending your spirit. And you're being very careful about who these people are that's around you, because you realize that other people's frequencies can be transformative with those butterflies. So you are choosing your butterflies very carefully. Pisces, something very unfortunate happened, and I got some kind of weird random message that overtook my video, as in like the whole video stopped and I kept talking and I didn't realize it. But I'm not going to redo this, because your 10th house of career, ruled by Capricorn, the cards that came out, my goodness. Look at this. We have the 9 of Swords in shadow, all right? Now, this is something that you were probably doing at night. Maybe you were working at night, studying at night, training yourself at night, but something that was keeping you up and something that was incredibly stressful, okay? And then look at this. You have 2 10s. You have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. I always say that the 10s in the tarot are a graduation, right? They are the mastery of something. So whatever it is that you were working so hard on, which was so difficult for you, night shift or whatever this was for you, I feel like you are graduating. And then look at the oracles we got. We got devotion, because, well, of course, if you've been working so hard on this and you've been losing sleep over it, you have been devoted to it. And then we got appreciation. There's no way I can prove to you that these cards came out organically. You'll just have to trust me. But this house blew me away. This is so beautiful. I feel like whatever has been exceptionally difficult in your career, Pisces, you are being rewarded. Look at that cornucopia. It is full of abundance. Good job. This is merit. This is reward for merit. Plain and simple. All right. Now let's get to your 11th house, ruled by Aquarius. This is the house of your community, your neighborhood, your friend groups, your social groups. Let's see what we have. You started with the Queen of Swords in shadow. Now you have the King of Swords in shadow. You remember I said this is related to the people you have been interacting with. I feel like the people you've been dealing with have been kind of crude, rough around the edges, combative, argumentative. Thankfully, that's in the past. And we have the Queen of Wands. You're embracing the light. You're embracing people who are not bitter, but people who want to help you shine. People who understand their own shine, right? The Queen of Wands is very independent. The Queen of Wands does not need a Pisces to look after them. That is refreshing, is it not? So I feel like the people that you're inviting into your life, they shine bright enough to help themselves and help you shine as well. It's almost like if you don't need to be backstage anymore, right? The people who are coming into your life are very whole within themselves. So you can work on yourself as well. People who inspire you, people who bring out the best in you, people who don't dim your shine, and people who don't argue for the sake of arguing. The Queen of Wands is very confident, right? The Queen of Wands has nothing to prove. I feel like this could be your archetypal energy as well, coming into your own. The King of Swords in shadow can be someone who's very defensive as well. So I feel like if you were feeling defensive, it's almost like you can finally let your light shine now. You don't need to defend yourself from anybody. And we have excitement. The Queen of Wands is a very excitable energy. There's new inspiration coming in. You may even be joining like an art group or something like that. Something creative, something that's full of fiery energy. I really like that. These are people who are going to light you up, Pisces, and not bring you down. Beautiful. All right, Pisces, your house, the 12th and the final house. This is your spirituality, your subconscious mind. It's very Neptunian, dreamlike energy. This is what affects your essence. Strength in the shadow. Strength in the shadow for me is control. Okay. We've been getting that. We've been getting unhealthy influences around you, which again affect your psyche. Plain and simple. And we have the Six of Wands. Beautiful. I'm going to get one more here. The Cosmic Mirror. What did I say? I'm getting Cosmic Mirror energy. The energy you put out is the energy you receive. And with the Six of Wands, once you start embracing your own light, your own laurels, your own victories, your own self-worth, is when that is going to reflect out into the 3D. You need to be very careful about your spiritual practices. Pisces, I feel like with the Strength card, it is possible that you may have been following a certain routine or certain rituals that you did think were good for you, but I feel like you may have been taught wrong. Does that make sense? It's possible some of you may be following some kind of influencer, spiritual influencer. There's so many of those now, right? And it's almost like they either taught you how to manifest wrong, or they taught you how to meditate wrong, something like that. That's what I'm getting. But it's almost like you're coming into your own, you're trusting your intuition, and you're being very careful about what you are saying to the universe, because you are realizing that you create your own reality. And for a lot of you, I feel like you are creating a whole lot of abundance and victory for yourself. We have caution, yeah. And I got this for a few other signs as well. When you're scrolling through social media, be very careful about the accounts that you are following, because the stuff that you see, even if you skip those posts, your subconscious mind is absorbing everything, right? It's almost like a subliminal. So be very careful about false prophets, okay? And we have authority. What did I say about the Strength card being misguided control? With authority, you are being your own authority. I feel like you're not giving anybody else permission to direct your life, to direct the course of your life. Chariot, right here in the shadow. You're making your own blueprint. You are building your own road literally to success. And it's all stemming from your intuition. You're following your gut. Your intuition is your master. And once you realize that, Pisces, you will thrive. I promise you. All right. Time to go. My God. That's making me emotional. If there's ever a card to get for the end of 2022 and embrace 2023, is this card. It's time to leave certain things behind and embrace that change. You see that bunting right there? I don't know if you can see it. That signals celebration. You're leaving darkness behind, Pisces. It's time for you to truly start shining. I'm going to get you one more. We have round and round. That means I'm going to have to get one more. We have fork in the road, which means I have to get one more. Remember what I said about fork in the road and choices. You have so many cards of choices. The ball is in your court. It's your decision whether you want to go round and round in circles and repeat the same lessons and keep getting 9s instead of 10s, or if it's finally time for you to go, Pisces, to leave certain places, people and situations behind, and regeneration. I think I know what choice you're going to make. You are going to leave this behind. My goodness, look at this card. New life. I love this. And we have Treasure Island at the bottom. You are making very difficult decisions this year in 2023, Pisces. And I feel like those difficulties are going to be very rewarding for you. Very, very rewarding. Be very careful about the choices you are making, Pisces. I feel like you are smart enough, but once you trust your intuition, and once you remove unhealthy variables from your life, you will be able to regenerate and start a beautiful new life for yourself. All right, Pisces, I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.